Behind me is a very important image. That is a white man with a black woman. And I've been seeing this phenomenon happen quite some time, and it's not really a bad thing to me, but a lot of people think that it is. This, to a lot of people, is the worst dynamic of all time. Black men hate this simply by virtue of you're not letting him touch your hair, are you? You can't let a Caucasian, you can't let this acetaminophen agent, you can't let this pagan pastry go inside of your scalp and play with your hair. And you'll see a lot of other races, other people get very violently mad about this specific dynamic. Now, you will see this when a black man is with a woman of Caucasian variety. When you see a black man with a useless crayon, when you see those two people together, you usually hear somebody in the comments or something who say, oh, Dr. Umar will be mad. Dr. Umar would hate this. This is messed up. Man, Dr. Umar, Dr. Umar, Dr. Umar. This is an insane take as well. These are both psychotic situations and psychotic things to say. Reason being is because you should be happy that anybody wants to be with you in the first place, because I'm just happy I have somebody that loves me. I'm happy that I'm with somebody. That's really pretty much the entire situation there. Just be happy that you have a partner is the real thing. But this comes to a head where, why is this a big issue? Why is it a big issue when a black woman gets with a white man? Why is that the most disrespectful one? Reason being is because everybody hates black women, even black women, to the point where they hate their own skin. They hate the fact that they exist. They hate every aspect of how they operate because they're told that they have to hate themselves. Black women are told they're too loud for people that would never listen to them. That's what happens all the time. And I don't like talking about race too much on my channel, I really don't. But this is a very big issue to me, because I don't ever see an issue with people being who the people they want to be with out of love. If you love somebody deeply in your entire chest and soul, you should be with them. You should be with the people who you love, whether they be Asian, Mexican, things of that variety. But for some reason, people want to covet love, and they want to cannibalize it and put them into their own little boxes. The reason I'm bringing this up is because recently, during the Super Bowl halftime show, Kendrick Lamar was dancing, and he had Drake's ex out there dancing, Serena Williams, I believe her name was, and she has a white boyfriend. She has a boyfriend that is an opaque orphan. She has a boyfriend that is clear, one might say. And everybody said, oh, she crip walking all just to come home to this Caucasian man. You have no idea about his life. I'd like to tell you a story, small story, give you a little bit of a story about this. There was a boy, 9 years old, who, for the first 9 years of his life, was beaten, abused, and annihilated. He was shot at by his mother with pellet guns and lived in a hoarder's house. He had mold inside of his lungs. All of his teeth were rotted, and his hair was dreaded up and annihilated. He went to school for the first time when he was 9 years old. First time he went to school. And first day at school, what happened? Somebody insulted him because his hair was dreaded up. He didn't know how to feel about that. He also smelled really bad. And they said, how are you white and smell like a white person? This is bad. It's because his house had containers of piss and urine and garbage and fecal matter everywhere. He had no idea about this kid's upbringing. And to get by, I discovered this later in life, to get by, he had to sell narcotics to get money and things of that variety for his own food, because he ate doggy food inside of his house. That's deep child abuse, isn't it? You would never assume that, because you just see a white kid and say, oh no, this is messed up. And that's a kid that lives on the east side of Toledo, Ohio. Happened very recently that he got saved and his mother passed away because she got buried under her own trash in the hoarder house. Had no idea about that, did you? Very horrifying, terrifying story. And I got to witness that in person because I helped that kid out. I got to witness that entire thing. Very terrifying situation that happens there when you don't know the entire situation of somebody's background and upbringing, because you're assuming things immediately about people and how they operate. Nobody respects black women. Nobody wants to date them for some odd reason. Oh, we love their bodies, but we don't love them. They're too ratchet. They're too ghetto. I don't like the way they operate. They're too masculine. All goofy statements. For what reason? For what do you gain upon insulting somebody to that degree and variety? Oh, Megan Thee Stallion is great because her ass is fat, but I don't like her because of her personality and it just seems too ratchet and ghetto. When that same vein, what's coveted is not their personality, but their assets. Same with black people. It's a weird thing where you see, we have a whole category on the hub, BBC, British Broadcasting Channel. We got a whole category on the hub, and it's so disgusting. It messes me up so much to see all this nonsense. And you want to micromanage other people's relationship because misery loves company so much that you can't for 1 second fathom that somebody could be happy dating outside their race. I don't understand why interracial relationships are so hated at all. It's fetishized almost, because if a white man is dating a black woman, then obviously it's a fetish. This is a fetish. This is a he just wants a black woman. He just wants a black queen. He's gonna call her a Nubian goddess. What if he is? What if he does that? Well, that's demeaning. Is it? Is it demeaning to her? Are you infantilizing her? Are you infantilizing this woman to where she can't make her own decisions? Is that what you're doing? This woman behind me is a black woman. She can't decide what she wants to do. That's what's happening. She's more than welcome to do whatever she wants to do in her life and her relationship. She can do whatever she feels like. Nothing. Nothing. You just want to be involved in a relationship where you're not involved. That's what's happening. The reason more so is because when a black man is with a white woman, well, it's the black man over the white woman, because men, to a lot of people, are over women. That's what they feel. They feel deeply. They say, oh, well, a man is over a woman, so it makes sense. And this is reparations for slavery because, he's inside of her. But when a white man is over a black woman, this is slavery. This isn't reparations. This is just like it was on the plantations. Back in the day, white slave owners used to assault. They used to assault black women. That was a while ago. This is not what's happening. They're in a consensual relationship and they love each other. Yeah, but it feels wrong. I don't want to see it. Then don't look. Don't want to see it. Don't look. This is messy. She looks like she dates white guys. What does that look like? She likes anime. I don't know. She just looks like it. So you wouldn't date a black woman who is into anime? Well, black women don't like anime. What? Doesn't make any sense. Well, she looks like she likes K-pop, so she wants to date an Asian. She's with a white man. Doesn't make any sense. The arguments that I hear for this all the time, the statements that I hear over and over being regurgitated through people's mind, throughout their little tiny, small little worm that's controlling their brain and making these inane decisions for them, it's so odd. It's so disheartening to witness and be a part of this because it doesn't make any sense. It genuinely doesn't make any sense. Because a white man is with a black woman, there's an issue. And if you're a white man with a black woman, good. Who cares? I'm happy you're in a relationship. I'm happy you found somebody that loves you. That's all that I care about. You know how hard it is to have somebody to deal with you throughout all this horrible hardship and actively be a piece of what you are? You know how difficult it is to be here for a relationship, to be here for another person? It is disgustingly difficult to be here. Mentally, even physically. And the fact that somebody is willing to take time out of their life to spend it with you is such a phenomenal thing. It's so phenomenal. You've decided to come out of nowhere and say, this is wrong. You could be with another white person. That black woman could be with another black man. Did you know statistically, more black people are with other black people than any other race? You know that's statistically a fact. At least in America. I don't know about every other statistic on the planet, but black people are with other black people. Most black people are with other black people. The issue arises because when you get to a higher plateau, when you get to the highest state, you see that, the rich black people don't want to be with other black people. Why do you care about celebrities? If that basketball star wants to be with a white woman, if that football star wants to be with a white woman, let him. If that woman at the top wants to be with a white man, let him. We got to see black love represented in the highest places. You don't have to. You should see love represented at the higher places. What you should see. You should see love being represented in all of its totality. And if you're against love because you care so much about it, you care so much about other people's relationships, you care so much about other people's penises, why are you meat watching that hard? Why? What do you gain? Go watch a Tyler Perry movie if you want to see some black love, dude. Stop it. Just stop. Stop trying to police other people's relationships because you yourself are dissatisfied with where you're at with your relationship. You're dissatisfied. You're dissatisfied because you don't have anybody and you have an idea of what you think a relationship should be. For instance, let's say your girl starts an OnlyFans and you're fully behind it. You actively say, yeah, we can make content together. So you do. You make content together. And a bunch of men are subscribing to her OnlyFans. Bada bing, bada boom. It's great. You're having a great time. Boom, bop, beep, bop, boom, bop, bam. The guy messages you and says, just bought your girl's OnlyFans. I can see her body for free. Yeah, so can I. Yeah, but I can see it for free. I don't know. You paid $23.99 to subscribe for 26 photos. Is what you did. You can see anybody for free realistically on the internet, but you decided to pay. You decided to pay. Don't really know what to tell you that way. Yeah, but you're a cuck. How am I a cuck? You're a cuck because I get to see your girl naked. You also saw my meat going inside of her mouth. You also saw my meat sliding it out of her. You also looked at my meat. You are getting off to my meat as well. Half of that is my meat. Yeah, but you're a cuck. Yeah, that's fair. You're trying to be a part of something that you have no reason to be a part of. You're trying to do that. So when you see a black woman with a white man, you get upset because you think, oh, it's just like slavery. Oh my goodness, he couldn't understand what it's like to be a black woman. He couldn't grasp it. He is kind to her. He is treating her nice. He doesn't call her a man. He doesn't think she's too angry. He doesn't think she's too loud. As a matter of fact, it doesn't matter what race the guy is, whether he's Asian, whether he's Middle Eastern. It doesn't matter what it is, because he's just happy with her. He's just happy, and they're happy together. That's what the real situation is. You're scared that they're happy. You have a fear of a black woman being happy. You have a fear because you think that you deserve what they have, and you don't have it, so you're scared of it. You have a fear of the unknown because you don't know how to achieve it. You don't know how to get where they're at, where they're comfortable in their skin. You don't know how to be that. You don't know how to be comfortable with yourself, so you attack other people, and that's disgusting, isn't it? It's fun because misery loves company, but nobody wants to come over, so you never have company, so you're just miserable alone, so you try to make everybody else miserable, and that's the fun for you. That's the joy in your life, to make everybody else around you miserable. Nobody wants to hang out with you anymore. Nobody's coming over to your birthday party, your quinceañera, because you got to put your crown on because you finally became a woman. Oh, I'm so proud of you. You finally became a woman. So now, all you know how to do on your quinceañera, you're 15 years old now. So now you think you've discovered the world. You're watching Andrew Tate. You think you discovered everything. Bro, Dr. Umar wouldn't like this, bro. Dr. Umar hates this. Why is she wearing weave, bro? Why is she wearing makeup, bro? You're a psychopath. You are a psychopath. You suck. Stop it. Why are you doing that? Why are you going out of your way to make other people feel miserable for no reason? Let them be happy. Let them have mixed children. Let them have no children if they don't want any children. Who cares? Or your children are not going to know what it's like to have a strong black role model in their family. Neither are you. Your dad left. I have no idea why you even brought that up. Your dad sucks. Your dad beat and abused you and he spanked you. If he has questions about being black, he's not going to know who to come to. If he has questions about being kind, he'll know how to come to. If he has questions about loving beyond race, he'll know how to come to. If he has questions beyond that, he'll know who to come to. So that's the important part, right? How to be a human more than being black. But you got to be black first. No, you don't. You don't. You don't. You don't have to be black first. As a matter of fact, you just got to be a person first. As a matter, you got to be human before anything. You have to learn how to talk, walk, speak, and activate your consciousness. That's the first part upon being existing. That's what you gotta learn. That's the important part. After that, after learning all that, you know what's the important part of that? Then you can learn about culture and race and learn about the things that are hyperimposed upon people. You can learn about those things that are hyperimposed. That's what you can learn. That's the important part later. But firstly, every person, they come in crying and screaming and kicking. All of them. They don't know about sexism. They don't know about anger, hate. They just know they're hungry. They just know they have a mother. And they don't even know that. They just are here. They want to live and they want to exist. That's it. Nothing else. And they learn how to talk. And they don't have any prejudices. That's taught to them. They don't have any true morality. That's taught to them. They're a blank slate. That's a child. and you have decided to say to a child unborn, to a person unborn, to a relationship that you're not a part of, to situations you don't know, that it's incorrect. They can't possibly love each other. He's fetishizing her. She got rejected by so many black men that she decided to go to a white guy. You're assuming everything about their situation, but you know nothing about them. It doesn't make you feel good to do that. Does it make you feel powerful to do these things? Because if it does, by all means, keep doing it. Do it. But if you want to take a second, take a step back, and actually realize that this is damaging to everybody, even yourself mentally, then we can have a conversation about it. But until then, I'm going to need you to join a cult and drink some punch, because I have nothing to say to you.